Hi everyone, welcome to episode number 8, I believe it is, of Healing Alchemist podcast. My name is Ruby, I am your host, and today I wanted to just say Happy New Year because this is my first episode for the 2025 New Year. I really hope that you are setting your goals if you have not, and that you try to do your best to keep up with them, but remember, don't pressure yourself. It's really important to always have goals as a human. You always want to have some growth, expansion within yourself, and just see yourself grow as a human, a person. It's really good for your mind, your body, and all of that. And growing in all ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and physically, I mean like better physical health. So things like that. There's actually a few goals that I have this year that I'm super excited about, but that can be for another episode. But let's go ahead and dive into the topic of this episode today. I will be talking about spirituality, specifically for those who aren't deep into it but would like to learn more about spirituality. This episode is for you. So if you've always wondered, like, how can I get into spirituality because I want to, honestly, you can start anywhere and everywhere. But as someone who started her spiritual journey with the moon cycles and with Reiki, I definitely wish I would have had a better mentor when it came to the foundations of spirituality, because I feel like I would have avoided a lot of the things that I experienced that were negative. But it didn't make me stop. It just made me realize that, like, I've opened up my energy field to a lot of energies in this world. So you are going to experience a lot of things. So that's something you have to be mindful of when you get into spirituality, is that you are opening up your energy fields and you are going to see reality completely different than like the average person. And you are the only one that's going to have like your own journey. For example, there's a lot of spiritualists out there that have their own ways of doing things and guiding people, but I don't resonate with a lot of it. And that's also something that you're going to learn on your own self-discovery journey through spirituality, is what resonates with me, what do I want to take on and help other people with, and what things don't resonate with me, and what things do I want to leave that I feel don't even help a person as a whole, right? Because I feel with spirituality, it really is about diving into your own self-discovery journey, your authenticity, being like your best self. And I've realized that some people can use it for different reasons. And, you know, it makes you more mindful of who you are as a person too, and what areas you can work on in your life. So overall, I love spirituality and I love the way that it can help you grow as a human, but the foundations of it are so important. So here are the main steps to go through when you're learning to connect to yourself on a spiritual level. So number one, I want to say that you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself every day. I kid you not, this is the start where you should start. Because of the fact that as you start diving into any type of techniques or any type of healing modalities, whatever you want to dive into, is the fact that you need protection, because there's a lot of other energies out there that you're unaware of, and hopefully you don't ever have to become aware of by following these steps. So protection through, you can do prayer. That is my main one. Every day I wake up and I pray for protection, and I use the Bible. The Bible, for me specifically, I resonate with it. A lot of spiritualists do not. Again, this is one of the things where you have to learn and understand like what resonates with you and what doesn't, right? Like, I know a few spiritualists that they come more from like an Islamic background, so they'll use the Quran. I don't use the Quran. I use like the Christian Bible, because through my ancestry we used like they were really into Catholicism, right? It was Catholicism, and then before that it was shamanism. So I resonate with a lot of both of those, the Catholic side of things and the shamanic side of things. So you really have to dive deep into your own ancestry lineage and understand what it is they used and what can benefit you and your bloodline. Like, that's a start. So for me, it's the Bible, praying things in the Bible. For you, it can be completely different. It can be prayers from the Quran. It can be like prayers, like archangel prayers as well. That's really helpful. One that's helpful is Archangel Michael. So I love that prayer as well. So that is just like a little start, but you always, every day, want to have protection over your body, over your loved ones, all the time. And also like over maybe like whatever you plan to do, like as far as like if you start getting into like, let's say yoga, and you start to have customers, or you start to be like, you're in a yoga program, and you know, like in a year or two you want to do classes, you know, pray over those classes before you start, to yourself, things like that, to pray for protection over the people that are also receiving your services and things like that. Really just prayer and protection all around. And then secondly, grounding your energy. You cannot skip this. Please, no matter what like spiritual practice or techniques, healing that you get into, grounding is going to be such a foundational piece, because your energy needs to be grounded to the earth's energies, frequencies. Because as you start opening up your energies, you are also elevating your energy. So you are naturally going to be on a higher frequency vibrationally, and you probably won't even notice it at the beginning, because you're kind of like, oh, I don't need that, like I'm not experiencing anything negative. Because that was like my experience. Like, even though I was elevating high, I wasn't grounding it as much as I should have, because like no one told me that grounding was so essential to your everyday like spiritual body. So grounding, something that I do, is just literally 5 to 10 minutes every day, every morning, grounding your body. I literally just YouTube like grounding frequency 257, and that's connected to our root chakra. I do that every morning. If you have a hectic day or are working with a lot of people, you can also do it at night before bed. Grounding before bed is really important too, especially if you have chaotic days. So, but really, I think it's more important to ground in the morning, because you are connecting to your body, your spirit, and grounding it to the earth's frequency before you're going and experiencing all these energies in the world. All right. That is like such a main component as well. So your prayer, protection, and grounding. And then the third one, if this is something you like resonate with and you plan to work with others, definitely cleansing your energy, because this also helps you like sometimes I forget to cleanse before bed and I have a nightmare, and like I wake up and I'm like, I didn't cleanse last night, you know. But I kid you not, every time I cleanse, I just have the most peaceful, restful sleep. And that's helped me learn that I have to cleanse every morning and every night. I literally cleanse my energy every morning and every night. You can use any type of herb, but the most protective ones are like rue, rosemary, and palo santo. You know, the basic one people use is sage, which you can do that as well if you resonate more with that. And there's some people that do like a 3-level like cleansing, like your space. So I've seen people do like, they start with sage or dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is used for more like heavy energies, like really heavy energies, like if you experience something heavy, traumatic, and you want to cleanse yourself from that day or that experience that you had, definitely maybe try some dragon's blood sage. but regular sage or dragon's blood sage. And then they'll use a second one to kind of balance out the energy, which is something like sweetgrass. You can use sweetgrass. It's really more balancing. And then their third one would be Palo Santo. Palo Santo brings in more positive energy. So it really helps sweep away any of the negative energy and calls in that positive energy into your energy field, your space. I cleanse both my own energy field and my space. So whatever you feel like you want to do. But yes, if you're going to be working with others on an energetic level and a spiritual level in the long run, highly encourage you to also eventually cleanse your space, not just yourself. All right. And then the fourth one, which is not something that you have to do, but I highly, highly encourage it because of the fact that as you start to connect to your spiritual spirit more and connect to others, you are going to be around so many frequencies. So you want to make sure that your own frequency isn't connecting to people on their lower levels, because someone who isn't super spiritual might not understand that, for example, if they carry something like shame, that's a very low vibrational frequency to carry. And if they're not working through that and you're around someone like that all the time, it can kind of like rub off on you. So it's really important to kind of make sure that your own frequency is always good but grounded. Okay, that's why I said don't skip the grounding. But another helpful thing that I like to do is listen to really high frequencies, sometimes for like 10 to 20 minutes a day. Or you can also sleep with frequencies on. So like before going to bed, putting on any type of frequencies between 257 all the way to 999. You can just like YouTube frequencies and they'll come up, right? I do want you to be mindful of any YouTube videos as well, though. Not all of them carry good frequencies, so use your discernment. But one channel that I really love is called Meditative Mind. And then another one is Chakra Vibrations, I believe it is. But yeah, those are like the main things I would say. The last one you don't have to do, but those first three, yes. Definitely, please pray, protect over yourself, ground your energy, cleanse with smoke cleansing. And I think those are the basic foundations of being able to tap into spirituality. And if you're, going to look to explore any healing modalities or whatever else there is when it comes to spirituality, just start with those foundations. You need a foundation for your mind, body, and spirit, because if you don't, you're going to be out there experiencing things like I did, and it's going to get chaotic. Okay, I feel like sometimes I don't understand why I went through what I went through, but sometimes I'm like, maybe it's because like I was supposed to give these messages to people that want to get into spirituality and actually look at my stuff and watch my stuff. Because if they plan to get into it, they need to know that the foundations of spirituality are so important before diving deep into anything else. So please, don't take this message lightly. This is literally like the most important thing ever that I would probably post when it comes to spirituality, because it includes the foundations for your everyday life, your everyday spirit, your everyday body, energy, and vibrations, frequencies. All right, so I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you learned something and take something from it and apply this to your life so it benefits you and your journey, and you don't have to experience a lot of negative things out there. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this. I will see y'all on the next episode. I love y'all. Happy 2025. I wish you the best new year. I hope that you become your highest self this year, that you allow yourself joy, happiness, love, and operate from that place of love. All right. So I love y'all. See you on the next one. Bye.